Okay, ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies and gents, I want to thank you to this episode of What Are We Doing Today? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about that so-called Social Security, so-called banking routing number, and the account. People have been asking, how can I use it? I'm not going to tell you how to use it. That will be irresponsible. We can't do irresponsible things because irresponsible things have consequences. Those irresponsible consequences can cost you. Those of you who don't know what you're doing, those of you who are asking questions, what do I do? How do I do? What do I do? Can you tell me how to do this? Can you tell me how to make it work? You've been smoking too much crack, and I'm going to advise you to seek help immediately. Okay, that junk is addictive. You need to stay away from that stuff. Is he kidding? Is he really kidding? Yes, he's kidding. This is what he's trying to tell you. If you have to ask me questions on what to do with a banking account and routing number that belongs to you, then you have more problems than I could ever assume to be able to help you correct in a day's time, in a month's time, in a lifetime. Okay? All right. So let's see if we can do this again. Because some of you are not getting it. Now, first, I want to let you guys know. You see this right here? This is Satcom, 911.com. A venture that was started exactly a year ago, this day, as far as the internet is concerned. But it was actually started in 2012. Okay? But it actually started to put things together. See, bringing meaning to the terms integrity and quality. We've had some issues with logistics and some issues with delays because most of the work that we do for people has to go through government agencies, and you guys know how government agencies can be. What SATCOM decided to do was to take out the legwork for you and to do the work for you, as opposed to you having to go through all the headaches. We have suffered the headaches on your behalf. Now, as you can see, I'm clicking on the download section. We've told all of you, if you're having any issues with anything, if you have documents that you are looking for all over the internet, well, what we have done is we placed those documents right there on SATCOM. SATCOM download section. I'm tethering right now and I am downloading things on a cell phone. I'm also doing things here and there. So it's taking a little bit of time. Okay. Here at SATCOM with the PDF, what we've done is we have notified you that the download section is here underneath the disclaimer. We put the disclaimer there, letting everybody know exactly what this site is, what we do, and the fair use guidelines. Okay? This is here for you. Now, I want you all to know that SATCOM has done all of this at no charge to any of you. That's why when you subscribe to SATCOM, you don't pay a dime. These documents are all freely available to anyone and everyone. Why? Why are you guys doing that? Because we do believe that everybody should have the right to transgress, regress, and digress through the system. And so the more information we put out there, the more research you can do. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to suggest is that you take a venture over to satcom911.com and look at its download section. We should have some downloads that are visible right now. Nope, still not visible. The page is still refreshing. It's so refreshing. Oh, dude, I just don't know how you guys do it. You just keep refreshing. See, it's still refreshing. See, that's refreshing, and that's refreshing. That's what happens when you're at the end of the month, and the end of the month requires, pay attention, the resetting of the system. Okay, so while that's doing that, I just want to let you know that there's been a lot of time and effort put into the SATCOM website, and some of you have been telling me how much you appreciate the videos and the information in the videos. What I'd like for you to do is, could you let SATCOM know of your appreciation for them placing the documents here for you to have access to, and for them developing the site so that it is user-friendly, so that it provides access. We are working on the frequently asked questions section, adding more information to that section. And SATCOM, the site basically lets you know what we're all about, what we're doing. And those of you who are part of the birth certificate process, please understand you've been receiving updates over the last week or so, and you'll continue to receive updates. Okay? We are doing the best we can to provide you all with the information first, as that was part of the service that you have asked SATCOM to provide for you. Ladies and gentlemen, the special announcement. Please understand, everyone, the EON YouTube channel is not affiliated with SATCOM 911.com. Ladies and gentlemen, please understand that the SATCOM 911.com website is not affiliated with the EON channel. Ladies and gentlemen, please take into real fashion consideration that you cannot contact SATCOM through EON, and you cannot contact EON through SATCOM. Hey, that sounded kind of confusing. No, it's not confusing. There are two different websites, two different organizations, two different websites. That means they're different. I got it. You're saying they're different. That's exactly what I'm saying. But it sounds like it's the same. No, it's not the same. But one references the other and the other references the other. No, one talks about the other and the other talks about the other, not referencing the other. Oh, so you mean we can't contact EON through SATCOM? Nope. And we can't contact SATCOM through EON? Nope. Well, how do we contact EON? Through the email address that he provided. That's located at the website and located throughout the videos. Well, can you give it to us now? Nope. But why not? We don't have it. Nope. If you don't have it, that's a good thing, because that means you can't bug EON with your questions. But we have a lot of questions. And yeah, this is not the forum for you to be asking your questions. You have to go find another forum. You have to go find a website or a video site or a YouTube site or a YouTube channel where the person allows you to ask questions, where they have the comment section open, available for you to ask questions. Why don't you let people ask you a question? Because there's too many people who are trying to ask too many questions, okay? And I ain't got time for that. Could you say that in a little bit more of a PC manner? Because the way you just said it was offensive. Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, even if 500 of you a week were to ask questions via email, that would still be too much. Even if 100 of you were to ask questions a week via email, that would still be too much. Even if 3 of you were to ask a question a week, that would be too much. I am just a man. I have a lot of things that I'm doing to help people, and I don't have the energy to do what I'm doing now. And you're asking me to take some of my energy and dedicate it to you. I'm sorry. I've already done that in making the videos. I provided you a guide map, road map, a start, a place for you to start, or to hone your research, or to hone your attention, because many of you are all over the place. Well, your videos are all over the place. Shut up. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be PC at this point. Ladies and gentlemen, to help you understand, you can't do 8 things at once. People, you were not designed to multitask. Your brains were not designed to multitask. I don't care what you say to yourself or how you convince yourself that you can multitask. You cannot. You cannot devote your attention to 2 separate things at the same time, because that means your attention will be divided. And so if you're doing 8 things at a time, that means your attention is divided 8 different ways, which means you're not giving it your full attention, i.e., not designed to multitask. So you must focus on what is the most important thing at this time. Okay? Just that simple. This page did not refresh like I expected it to because that's supposed to be folders and everything. But I like that right there. Y'all see that? Okay. Now, we are going to take you to our topic of conversation. Is that here? It's here. Now, notice the search bar. Social Security Administration routing number. Yes, no go. Beep. That's been removed. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look. Social Security Administration routing number. American Bankers Association. Look, Social Security Administration ABA check routing number and routing number lookup. Pay attention. It says check routing number. You have an account with the Social Security Administration, which means you have a banking account with the Social Security Administration. But how do we access the account? Well, ladies and gentlemen, many of you have been asking that question, and I do feel that you should already know the answer. But I'm going to give you, please understand, a hypothetical, because we have to be responsible. Okay? Now look, notice this. Bank routing number belongs to the Social Security Administration. It routing FDA ACH automated clearinghouse payments only. Look at that. It says U.S. bank location, routing number lookup, and it says Fed ACH payments only. Did you see that? Let's go there because that wasn't there before. So let's click on it, shall we? See, if you've already been receiving benefits, you can create a My Social Security account and start and change direct deposits online. You also can sign up at your bank or credit union and our savings and blah, blah, blah. But you notice this is Social Security direct deposit. It has nothing to do with the routing number. And now this one says it's only for Fed and ACH payments only. Sorry. Can't deal the Fed and ACH payments. Federal automated clearinghouse payments only. Not true, ladies and gentlemen, because it's directly associated with your account. So let's see. It says bank routing number, Social Security Administration, Fed ACH routing. So let's find out what's going on here. Look at that. They're Baltimore, Maryland. They don't list their phone number. Service Fed main office. Did you see that? They have a number, and it's at Peachtree, Atlanta, Georgia. Wait a minute, but you're in Baltimore, but your main number is located. Oh, and they have an active status change date, and they've been available since 2005. Fed wire routing. Routing number doesn't process Fed wire payments. Well, we're not trying to wire payments, are we? You guys trying to wire payments? Now, let's go. What you guys need to find out is how they process Fed wiring payments. Okay, pay attention to this. Routing numbers is a 9-digit code used in the United States to identify financial institutions. The Social Security Administration is a financial institution. Routing numbers are used by the Federal Reserve banks to process Fed wire funds transfers, or ACH, automated clearinghouse, direct deposits, bill payments, and other automated transfers. The routing number can be found on your check. Look, ACH is for direct deposits. Look at that. You can pay bills and you can do automated transfers. According to this, I'm not saying that you all can do this. I am telling you, pay attention to exactly what I'm saying. I am saying that's what the account is said to be for. This is their website, not mine. The routing number information on this page was updated August 17, 2017. Okay? The routing number information on this page was updated. U.S. bank locations. This is usbanklocations.com. Routing number, it's routing number 655060042. Now, hypothetically, I should be able to use this for setting up my account for bill pay, and they talk about direct deposit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, why can't we use it as a direct payment? It does say direct deposit, but why can't we use it as a bill pay? It is your account. Look, for direct deposit, does not the money come from the Social Security Administration and go directly into a bank account? So they do direct deposit. But that's only for when you're receiving benefits from Social Security. Really? Is that it? Is that the reason why this account number exists? I doubt it. Social Security is a bank. Okay, for instance, I receive benefits from an insurance company, but I look up that insurance company. Well, see, if I did State Farm, I promise you State Farm is a bank. And if you have an account with State Farm, let's look up routing number. No, I don't want to check routing number. I don't want advanced search, and I don't want to create an account. Let's go back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do State Farm because they're an insurance company. No, AIG. I'm going to do AIG because they're the largest insurance company in the U.S. They were, and then they had to be bailed out because they were too big to fail because they are the ones who backed up all those mortgages with mortgage default insurance. I'm going to do AIG. Now, while we're doing AIG, I want to go here, but that's Amazon. I don't want to be at Amazon just yet. I don't want to be there either. Uh-oh. I didn't know I was downloading. Oh, okay, I wasn't downloading nothing. So hurry up. I'm doing something in the background on a cell phone too, so I'm not just utilizing this. Uh-oh. I got people emailing me this early in the morning. Somebody telling me thank you. They just confirmed that a package I ordered is on the way. Oh well, life goes on, y'all. It just goes on and on and on. All right, let's see if we can go on with it. AIG's official site and phone number. Get routing number, phone number, and address and zip code. We didn't ask for that, did we? It does say routing number lookup. And you know it says AIG bank routing number. I think we're going to go there, don't you think? AIG Federal Savings Bank. Look at that. AIG has its own routing number. And so would all the other insurance companies. For instance, ladies and gentlemen, how did I know this? It's simple logic. They're insurance companies. They issue out payments all the time. In order for them to comply with the 21st Century Bank Act, do you not remember when all credit cards, including debit cards, had to be issued by banks? Originally, they were issued by the so-called store, like Walmart. They issued their own debit cards through Green Dot. Well, Green Dot originally wasn't a bank, but in 2000, with the 21st Century Banking Act, just type in 21st Century Bank Act, and you will see that they all were required now to become banks, financial institutions. I had somebody ask, could we become a financial institution? And I gave that individual some information regarding that. They got the information. Okay. But it ain't as easy as some of you think, because that takes a lot of research. Okay. There is State Farm Bank's routing number. Okay. State Farm Bank. You have an account with State Farm? Well, there's your routing number. Hey, I didn't tell none of y'all what to do with that. I'm just giving you an understanding. that if you have an account with a bank, that means you have a bank account. I know some of your minds are really twisting right now. You got smoke, and I mean, you're really starting to go, oh my God. Okay, I want you to pay attention to this. Ladies and gentlemen, this was not the reason why I did this video. This video was supposed to be educational only, but this is just my letting you know. I didn't even think about insurance agencies having a bank account. This didn't come to my mind until, nope, not that one. Gotta go here. Until we went here and we looked up this, and I saw that it was for a Fed ACH payments only. And you were all there when I came up with that, and then all of a sudden, I started thinking, wait, insurance companies, let's see if they have routing numbers. And there you go. Insurance companies have routing numbers. I cannot tell you how I know what I know. I just know what I know. It is just that simple. And if I'm doing research, this is how I do my research, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Again, they are a bank. Remember, routing numbers are only given to banks. American Bankers Association. State Farm is a bank. Okay? I just need you all to understand this. They're insurance companies. They are dealing with finances all the time, and to so-called do their derivatives and other trading, of course, they're banks. So let's do I'm just going to put in the United States District Court routing number. What I should have done was put in the Administrative Office of the U.S. Courts routing number. Okay, a little bit later today, I might be doing that video, letting you guys hear the conversation between myself and the attorney for the United States Office of the U.S. Courts, so that you guys can hear how wonderful that conversation went. And sorry, while I'm letting that pull up, I just received an email from someone. I'm not going to say the person's name or anything, but this is what they say. And this is JC. He says, I just wanted to say thanks for the info you sent me. I was recently blah, blah, blah. See if I can, what I can do to save my home. And any help would be greatly appreciated. Ladies and gentlemen, the thing that I skipped is he was saying about his problems, physical problems. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I have no sympathy, no compassion for anybody else on this planet. I have my own physical problems that I'm putting on hold in order to try to help you guys as much as possible. Okay? As much as possible. Now, as you see, I put in the district court routing number, and I really didn't get anything because I didn't put in a specific district court. So what I want to do, let's see, Treasury check verification application, welcome. Treasury check verification application, anyway. District court, routing number, administrative board routing number policy. See, administrative board routing number policy, but I don't want that. Let's do this. I want to do the lookup because I'm going to do the Administrative Office of the United States Courts routing number. Now remember, the district court is under a different name, so we may not be able to find them so easily, but I guarantee you, each district court has its own routing number. I guarantee you that because each district court is an automated clearinghouse. Okay? I know this because I've already looked it up. I've already gotten the paperwork showing that. Each district court is an automated clearinghouse. because they're an automated clearinghouse and they process these items, they are banks. They have routing numbers. That's why the clerks are actually tellers. You don't believe me? That's why they're able to receive money. That's why they even have their cash drawers. Okay? Hold on while that pulls up, people. Ladies and gentlemen, as a side note, when people, hypothetically speaking, sorry, I have to do that, because there are going to be some idiots out there who are going to say, well, Eon told us to do this and we were following his instructions because he was giving us his process on the internet, and so we followed his process. People, understand something. I am not teaching people anything. I am just talking. I keep saying that all the time. All I'm doing is thinking out loud. That's why the videos take so long, because I'm just sitting up here thinking. So if it were me, and let's say I was filling out the routing number information for a particular website or a particular company that I do business with, and the routing number information says this or it says that, then I'm going to make sure if it gives me a space to put in an extra address, I'm going to put the word void in that box. Now, if you don't know why to do that, then don't do it. At least that's what I'd be telling myself, but I know why I'm doing it. If it asks for the address line, I'll put the address line and I'll put unit, then I would put void. I mean, that's if it were me. Or I'd find some way of putting void in the address. Even at the zip code, I would put void at -VOID. Some of them won't accept that because they only accept numbers. But that's just, me thinking out loud, because I have to protect myself and my interests. Again, while I'm looking up this other thing, it still hasn't pulled up. A couple of other things have pulled up, and I've been doing a couple other things over the last couple of minutes while I had y'all on hold. Only a second for you, but it was a lifetime for me. Ladies and gentlemen, just thinking out loud here, if I am going to be changing the terms and conditions for the use of any account, whether it be an account that is imaginarily with the Federal Reserve or an account that is with the Social Security Administration. See, I can prove I have an account with the Social Security Administration. And I can prove the Social Security Administration is a bank. I can prove that. That's simple. That's easy. Okay. But if I'm going to be changing the terms of the agreement, I have to give notice that I'm changing the terms of the agreement. Okay? You know what? That thing is going to keep popping up. Let's do this. We'll come back to this. Let's see. Paste. What did I put there? And what I want to do right now is we're going to notice of change in terms of agreement. Question mark. There was a young lady who had texted me or emailed me or sent it somehow asking for the software that I use for the speech recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, the software I use is called Dragon, naturally speaking. However, I was asking for some assistance, and whoever had a copy of Dragon's Professional, Dragon Professional number 15, if they would like to share that, I would appreciate it. And each time I did that, I took the videos down because I didn't want to make it seem like I was begging anybody for anything. However, if any of you have a copy of Dragon Professional 15 and you'd like to share it with me, you have my word, I will not share it with another soul. Another party will not share it with anyone. Will not post it on the internet for anybody or anything like that. I need it because it will help streamline my voice recognition and paperwork process. Right now, it took me, especially doing that lawsuit and having to go over and 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 over again, over 7 months. Now, that would be typical for a lawsuit like that because we had to watch every word, had to make sure we did not make ourselves vulnerable, and we had to make sure we put the things in there that were necessary to get the attention of the people it was necessary to get the attention of. Look at that. It still has this popping up, and I don't need that. I'm looking for this. Notice and change in terms of the agreement. There we go. Nah, I don't need you. I don't need you. That's Amazon. Don't need you. Now, pay attention. An infant contract is voidable. See how that word, look at that. That word right there. This is your favorite friend, y'all. That's why if it were me, I'm going to do what I have the right to do. I have the right to void any contract, ladies and gentlemen. Like I told you, nobody that I know to this day who has voided out their plea agreements when they have been arrested and been given a plea agreement, they signed the plea agreement. Yes, they signed the plea agreement. You don't void the plea agreement because that starts the process all over again. No, you sign the plea agreement, and then after you sign the plea agreement, then when it comes time to going before a probation officer and signing that agreement, you just void it. It's a new contract. It's a separate contract. The plea agreement is one contract. That's why it's called an agreement. That's a contract. The actual meeting with the probation department, that's a separate organization. That's a separate contract. You don't have to do that contract because it's a different contract. So you can void that contract. You don't have to agree to that contract. I've already put that to the test, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, they don't like it, and yeah, they'll come at you stupidly. But here's the thing. Void means void. But getting back to if I was using one of my bank accounts, either with Social Security Administration or any other phantom agency, can't say other phantom agency because we know the Social Security Administration agency and the banking account and the routing number does exist. The other secret number that nobody knows about, it's secret, remember? So nobody knows about it. So we'll just call it a fantasy. It's just a fantasy. Image in a magazine. I'm sorry. Anyway, pay attention to this, ladies and gentlemen. Notice in changes on terms and condition. Look, this one says on terms and conditions. So you know some idiot wrote that. Some idiot attorney put that one together. Lease update. Change of terms. Notice. Okay? They do this all the time. Notice of change of terms. Blah, blah, blah. They do this all the time. You know you get to do this. See, we can change these terms at any time. Okay? Changing terms on a month-to-month tendency. Phone companies, gas companies, you name it. They all change the terms. They give you a policy. It says privacy policy and terms and condition. When you get that junk in the mail, all those papers, and you just throw them away, you don't realize that by your not saying, I do not accept your changes. I do not accept your changes to the agreement. And voiding out that agreement, man, that's what people should be doing, but they're not doing that. Okay? See, changing terms of service without notification can't be done. Notice is paramount. That's why they're all called notice, 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 notice. And where's notice? It's all about notice, people. You receive notice, you receive notice. You cannot say, I didn't know. That's why you receive notice, so you don't have the right to claim ignorance. That's why they can't change the terms without telling you. That's why Congress is often putting everything in the Federal Registry, because the Federal Registry is said to be public. They have this thing about making things public. Well, you need to make sure that you're not part of the public, because Congress gets to regulate public. You don't want to be part of the public. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to put this video real quick because I wanted to get this up on the internet so that I could help some of you, because many people have been asking the same question about the Social Security Administration routing number and account. And I can't give you directions. If you don't already know what to do, you need to be leaving it alone, or you need to be doing a lot more research. And where do we go to do research? I just pointed you in the directions. I just showed you exactly how I would do the research if I was looking for this or looking for that to prove this or prove that. Google is your best friend, ladies and gentlemen. Google and YouTube are your largest resources. Matter of fact, let's go here. But Google YouTube is the largest search engine in the world combined. Google was by itself, but YouTube passed Google. So YouTube is the largest search engine. If you want to check on age of majority, I promise you most of the videos on age of majority don't talk about the age of majority. The videos that I have done on the age of majority, it'll pull up in a second. The video I have done on the age of majority talks about the age of majority. We can stop you because, yeah, we said we were going back. So let's go back. We're going back to the routing number with the ABA. All right, we can stop nobody. All right. So on the age of majority, ladies and gentlemen, as I promised you all that because it was a fact, 2 days ago, which was Saturday, I told you all by Saturday we would be well over 200,000 views. When we're at 171, and before that we think we're at 161. Well, we are over 221,000 views. That I'm certain of here this Monday. That means that a lot of you have been coming to this channel and you're new. I can't help that. What I can tell you is I appreciate your taking the time to listen, but I don't have time to answer questions. So don't do it, please, because you're not going to get a response from me. Okay? A lot of you have been asking questions and not getting responses. You're going to have to go back to the previous videos and pay attention because I've covered everything. How do we do the hour-style money orders? Shut it up. I've already done too many videos on the hour-style money order. You go to Google and you type in hour-style money orders and you're going to pull up me. Me. Why? Because I created it. It was my invention. So I'm the only one talking about it. But I have people tell me they don't work. That's okay. I have people who smoke crack too. People, you have to learn what Tinder is and you have to learn how to enforce your instruments. Here I am giving you the information on what you need to do to enforce certain things, hypothetically speaking. And so, all right, I'll tell you the other thing. Let's say I had an account with, Amazon, and they allowed me to enter in credit card information, and let's say hypothetically speaking, they allowed me to enter a bank account number at Amazon. Well, that's what I would do. But before I entered my banking account and routing number at Amazon, what I would do is I would first send to the Social Security Administration at that Social Security Administration address, both in Atlanta and in Baltimore, saying, hey guys, this is my account number. I know you got, some restrictions on there. I'm now acting as pay attention to these words, the beneficiary of the Setsike V. Don't use the word V, just say Setsike Trust. And I'm changing the terms of the agreement. From now on, this is the way I will access my account. Your custodians. I am the account holder, the owner of the account. I am changing the terms and conditions. If you don't appreciate it, this is me. You guys don't have to add this. If you don't appreciate my change in terms and conditions, you need to respond within the next 10 days. And by the way, if you don't appreciate it, then you relinquish any and all control over the account and send me a closed account notification along with the final disbursement check from the account of the total amount remaining, because I will be closing the account at the very same moment you disagree with my request. I know, got some of y'all thinking, you look at them brains going right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the way I think. Many of you don't think the way I do, which is why it's difficult for you to follow along with most of the videos, and it's difficult for you to understand exactly what's being said because you are used to thinking according to the way you've been trained to think. The system has trained you to think a certain way. I've been trained to question everything. I have been trained to question everything, and I do question everything. But if it's my account, that means I'm the only person in control. All of the custodians are just that, custodians.
What's another word for custodian?
Well, there is the Bradwell versus US. You guys know about Bradwell, don't you? They talked about the collective entity. That's another word for custodian. These are all collective entities. They are only record keepers. Okay? Hey, help us make YouTube better. Where's my X? There it is. I'll help you make it better, all right? Better that, mother. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't want to be here. I didn't ask you for this. We're going to go to the dashboard.
Oh, look at that. There's a fly.
He got caught on the dashboard, dude, because there was no wind shield. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot tell you what to do. I will not tell you what to do. Like I said, well over 221,000. Okay? This is all of you. This is not me. I told you originally we were at 45,000. 45. Now, what I have done is something most other people haven't done. I put the information out there everybody else has been afraid to put out there because they know that once they put this information out, the government comes after them. Oh well. They don't want to, if they want to play, I want to play. They don't want to come my way because if they come my way, I'm coming back their way. Okay? Because I have no problem exposing all of this to a jury. Because I always demand a jury trial. You come after me, we're going to have our jury trial. Okay. It says Microsoft Upload Center. I didn't ask for that. I did not ask Microsoft for some stupid upload. I don't even know how that got there. I'm going to have to get rid of that. Oh well. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen and ladies and gents, I truly want to thank you. Get rid of that and that. Oh, that comes from Microsoft Office. I see. Yeah, that's Microsoft Office. So that's what it was. And I didn't ask you guys for no uploads. Oh well. Let's get back to reality. It's too many of you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, even the subscribers, if one of you subscribers were to email me every day, okay? If 3 of you were to email me every day, if 5 of you were to email me every day, even if one of these people were to email me every day, but it's not that, okay? It's not 1 or 2. It's at least 50 of you a day asking questions. I don't have the energy for that, nor do I have the time to take and answer your questions. I have work to do. I have a deadline that I'm supposed to be on right now, but I wanted to take the time and put this video together. This video will be up later tonight, Monday, the 21st of August, 2017. Okay? So I do hope that this information has proved helpful to some of you. Yes, I know I didn't go into a lot of detail because the reason wasn't for me to go into detail. It was for me to spark some ideas in some of your heads, some of you who are farther along than the others. Okay? Some of you are out there traveling on your own and you've had some ideas, but I've helped in many ways to help clarify and hone you in on where you're headed. Ladies and gentlemen, you must focus. Many of you are so distracted, you're trying 18,000 processes. Stop it. Stop it, people. Stop trying 100 billion processes. It ain't necessary. It ain't necessary. So stop it. All right, with that being said, I just need to ask that all of you have a Coke and a smile, and we will speak to you very, 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 very soon. Goodbye.